Hello, I'm back again. Um, Very excited to be here as always. I have 15 minutes with you today too. So, oh, you just saw my messages with my client, unfortunately. Okay. Today was pretty interesting as always. I keep saying that because I feel like every day is pretty interesting for me. Um, I didn't really do like anything crazy. I keep doing the same stuff. Um, I I could show you what I'm working on for my second line, but I feel like okay. No, I want to show you, but I won't. Basically, the plan changed. So they came up with a. Let me close the door. So my second client, it came up with a marketing campaign, right? And then they wanted to promote a lead magnet. So I was responsible for coming up with the content, and I had to like kind of remake the automation, like, cause at first it was just running through like one piece of content at a time, but if it's a campaign, then it would be like a few days long, and it would be themed as well. So I had to like kind of put loops in there and put like looping mechanisms, and so instead of like just running three pieces of content, it would end up becoming like 21. And it was the same for images as well. It's like the image generation and creation and all that was just more images. And then after I was done with that, like by the middle of the day, I get a message from him and he's saying this is for the weekend. So I realize now that I may have spent too much time, but like I just got absorbed into it because it was just so interesting to me, like the fact that I could do stuff like this. I got too excited. I moved on to other client work, right? Client number one, I was designing the Airtable, and as you could probably tell, like I use Copilot all the time to just kind of help me figure things out. Because like I have a plan in my head, but like just to come up with the like fields and everything, I use Copilot, and Copilot is like my best friend at this point. I mean, like you should see the number of times I say please and thank you to this thing. It's very a bit too exciting maybe. But yeah, basically I can give you, okay, I can show you the plan. This page got somehow fucking detached. It is what it is. But let me explain it to you. So the idea is to have a huge right table, and everything centers around a content library. This content library will have every piece of content that, whether it's created by AI or whether it's put in by a human, right? So the the mechanism is like this: a human comes in, the user, they come in and then they put in a link to whatever video or audio, because like these people are podcasters and video like YouTubers. So they come in and then they put in the link to their YouTube, or like the link to their video that they stored somewhere else. And then what I do in the automations is I take that link and then I like um, transcribe the audio into text, and then I start repurposing it into other pieces of content based on the content that was inside the transcript, right? So designing the table that kind of makes this a seamless experience, or makes this like easy to understand, is the most important thing, like not only for me but for maybe anyone that comes after me to maintain the system, probably in maybe like after 3 months. um, it's going to be very important for me to like do this right and to put as much documentation as I possibly can. So yeah, I created a content library table which is going to have like every piece of content. I created a user table which is going to hold every user's information, like even information on admins like me. um, and then I created a feedback and iteration table. So it's where people give feedback about the content that gets um, created, and then thank you. So they give feedback about the content that's created, and then they have to somehow, what the system does is it takes this feedback and then it evaluates what kind of actions need to be taken afterwards. So like if there needs to be a follow-up from someone in the business to say, hey, we understand that you don't really like the content that's being created, can we talk about it? Or like if the user feedback is like really good, then we can effectively like create these little snippets of ideas that tell the AI or that tell any future iterations to keep doing this, you know. So like at any moment in time, every time we generate content, it's going to become better content in the next iteration. And this one functionality isn't a functionality that any other system has. Like as far as I'm concerned, I've done market research. This doesn't exist. So like implementing this should be really cool. And I already have ideas in my head of like how to do this. But yeah, so this it's all about just personalization. So like the user table might just be the most important table in the world, and then the feedback table might be the second most important, and then the content library might be the third most important table. And then there are other tables that like kind of help put everything together in the right place, like the content submission, which is basically that submission thing that I told you about, and then the content repurposing. I'm not gonna say the actual thing because like I feel like that would be just huge docs, but yeah. And then it's gonna be an automation table which keeps track of any automations that run and also any errors that happen in any automations. And this is useful for like catching errors and like dealing with them, and it will also like sort of provide a base from which anyone else can build. So if ever there's an error that comes up, you can just, you know, filter through that table for any entries with similar errors. So yeah, this is so exciting. I mean, I know when I'm saying it like this, like it sounds simple, or maybe you just don't understand it. Like, I hope you do. But basically, this is just a content repurposing system where multiple users can like put in their video and audio content and have it repurposed to all types of text and image content, at least for now. But the types of content that get repurposed probably going to increase in the future. I hope they increase because I feel like the more future features I add in, the more valuable I become to my client. So, and the more experience I'll get as well. Because like this isn't just for them. This is also for me. Like this is, if this works out, I can just put this. I can just plaster this on my website and just be like, hey, I built this shit. I built this shit. So I mean, yeah. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, she's very good at marketing. So distribution is the only bottleneck. Like I build the system, she markets it, boom bada bing. It's her product, but like the fact that I built it and I'm maintaining it, I can just take that little bit of credit. It's whatever. She can have all the revenue. She can have everything else. As far as I'm concerned, I could even build something like this in the future, but I won't. I don't. I don't think I want to build something like this. I think I'll build something better, and in a different kind of way. It won't be repurposing. It'll be like a homunculus, like a human clone. Um, I might tell you about it in the future, but yeah. I guess I've been yapping for like 8 minutes now. I should have been telling you what I tell you what I was doing all day, so you already know. I wrote the newsletter in the morning. I had to go to the gym. Okay, this is probably like way too much information, but I used to be subbed to the gym, but I went there to like cancel my subscription, and that's because I just genuinely do not have the time to go there. I used to go, but it would literally take 3 to 4 hours of my day. Just cut off 3 to 4 hours of my day, and those are 3 to 4 hours of my day that I could not get back, like ever, which is slightly trash. Like I need to use my time more effectively. Even my trip to the gym today, it took 2 hours away from my time, which is so trash. But it is what it is. I mean, I'd like to think of it as an investment that's going to pay off, because like in other ways. So beyond this, Oh yeah, you might be seeing. This is my YouTube, but it's not my YouTube. It's my second channel's YouTube. So this channel, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's this one. So I like this guy. What stood out to me about him, funnily enough, is the fact that he, like, the first video I saw of him was him basically saying that he was going to be making $135,000 per month just off YouTube. And I was like, damn, bro, that's actually same. No, okay, I was joking. I wasn't going to do it off YouTube, off just YouTube, obviously. Because his direction is like the normal direction, or the emerging trend direction that we're seeing normally, where it's like you build an audience, then you monetize that audience, then you take them all to a school community where you build a hyper engaged community that's of like fans who just like support you. That's basically his path, and I get it. It was a path I was considering before too. Um, like I literally have it written down that like I could totally do this kind of hyper engaged community of like content automators, and I'm actually part of one such community that's owned by Stephen G. Pope. So I'm always trying to get some insights on him. He's very good. He's really really good. But I don't know if the school community, like, in my head I'm thinking what's the next thing. Like I keep on just thinking that because I feel like there's something more to this. Like what prompted Sam Ovens to come up with the idea of school a few years ago? Like what did he see for him to be like, you know what, communities are going to be a big thing, and if we monetize communities, that's going to be even bigger. So if you put schools, like literal school course kind of content, and community, or like hyper personalized content, you put this stuff together and you create, boom, explosion. What, like, how did he think of that? That's my question. And like I feel like if I can find that out, then I can find out possibly what's next, and I can like take action. Because yeah, I don't want to put myself in a, like, even if, because like school is not going to die off anytime soon, but it is going to get like super saturated by a bunch of people. I mean, even the AI agency hub that I'm in, it's got like 130k people. So, and I joined when it was like 49k. That was 5 months ago. Like I remember the day, it was actually 47k, no, 42, like 5 months ago. And it's grown so much, and like in there I'm almost like an authority because of my level, but I mean it doesn't really matter. I am an authority. I know my shit. Okay, I'm yapping too much now. I have to go. Thank you for watching this. If you're watching this, I know I'm watching this. Thank you.